Blooming Prairie Coaches Show on KRFO, presented by Olympic Fire Protection. Matt Kittelson, baseball coach. This is the first week of practice, and excited for this time to come, Matt?
Oh yeah, always excited for this time of the year. The weather today is making this a little less exciting, but it's always good to get started with practice.
Yeah, we're chatting on Wednesday with the storm pending and all, but you guys deal with this every year. High school baseball in Minnesota involves a little bit of this. What kind of things do you do indoors to get ready for the season?
Well, this year we've kind of done something a little different. We brought in our pitchers and catchers for the first week.
Okay.
We're pretty young. We have not very much pitching experience coming back, so we thought that this would be important to kind of just work with those young kids and work on their mechanics, and gives us an opportunity to do that without everybody there.
Did you graduate a lot off last year's team then, at least among the pitchers, it sounds like?
Yeah, last year we only had 3 seniors, but those 3 seniors were kind of our 3 of our 4 main pitchers. So we didn't graduate a lot in terms of numbers, but in terms of pitching, we pretty much graduated everything.
As far as what you're working with now then for this year's pitching core, how is it looking for good candidates?
We got a lot of really small numbers in our junior and senior classes, but
okay.
Sophomore, freshman classes, the numbers are good. There's a lot of talent in those sophomore and freshman classes, and so things are looking good, in terms of the future, and it's just going to be that main lack of experience that is going to be an issue for us this year. So just trying to get those kids some innings on the mound in a varsity game and get them comfortable and get them throwing a little harder and with a little more accuracy. That's going to be our biggest challenge.
So besides the pitching, are the numbers of juniors and seniors kind of low in general for the team?
They are. We'll have 1 senior this year, Riley Olson.
Okay.
He's going to be, without a doubt, the leader of our team, and led our team in batting last year. And then we do have 4 juniors. A couple are returning starters. We do have another junior that came back out for baseball after a couple years of participating in track. So it's good to see him come back out. But when you have 5 juniors and seniors total, it's just not a lot. So we will depend a lot on our freshman and sophomore classes.
Okay. What are you hoping for when it comes to offense and defense from what experience you do have back, and then with the new kids learning the ropes? What are you hoping for in those aspects of the game?
Well, defensively, we actually had, kind of being in the same boat last year, we had one of our better defensive years in terms of not committing a lot of errors. The biggest thing for us is going to be getting up there and throwing strikes, having people hit the ball, but trying to enable us to make some plays. We can't walk a lot of guys, so that's going to be key. And offensively, we were able to score runs last year, and a lot of those kids are coming back. And they were, we started an 8th grader every game last year, and a couple freshmen. So just having that season of experience for those kids last year, I think, is going to be huge, and they'll just be that much more comfortable at the plate and in the field, and things are looking up for the future.
Do you get a chance to do any outdoor scrimmages? I see the official opener, I believe anyway, is April 5th. Will there be an effort to get some scrimmages or outdoor work besides hopefully some practices outdoors before that first game comes?
It's funny you mentioned that. I just received an email. We were going to go down to Austin and scrimmage against them in Otana, actually, on April 2nd. And just due to kind of lack of numbers, a couple other teams dropped out. And then kind of the forecasted temperatures, they just decided to cancel it. So, unfortunately, we won't be doing a scrimmage unless we can find something a little bit later. But I was actually really looking forward to that, just to give some of these kids a chance to be out on the field and be in some new positions before it really counts in that first game.
How about the first part of the schedule then? What are the early notes?
Well, looking at the schedule, I think like 7 of our first 9 games are on the road. So that's kind of the one thing I noticed about it. Right away we go to Triton. They always have a good team, and then we open up at home against Maple River on the 7th, and then we go right to Medford, who was contending for the conference championship last year. So things aren't going to be easy right away. Kind of jump into some tough teams, and like I said, a lot of road games. So, but the nice part of that is, towards the end of the season, we play most of our games at home. So,
all right. Well, that kind of thing does balance out. Good luck getting those young guys ready to roll, and good luck getting that season started on time, Matt.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, talking some blooming Prairie baseball with Matt Kittelson, coach for the Awesome Blossoms on KRFO.